Away we go, a little late night backgammon, and we are going to be playing against our old pal Ian. So let's see how it goes. Phone is on silent, managed to not forget to do that this time. Or it's on vibrate, I'll be honest. 6-5, very standard. Very happy always to start off with the 6-5. 6-4 probably just runs as a response, and then we're just going to smack it 2. Not quite. So, well, already don't know what to do. Do I just run myself and give him a bunch of looks? I don't even hate 2 down. I'm going to have a lot of returns even if he hits me. Which he does, but that's okay. And I think I'm going to do this. I think I want to make the bar more than anything. And he does hit right back. And now this time I don't want to split this just yet. That's awful bloody, so I'm going to hit that one. And he doesn't hit it back. He does make the bar. So we will just... I mean, I'm tempted to just make the advanced anchor. But maybe that's a little weird. Like, obviously I see that I have these two right here, and that's kind of alarming. But if I leave them there, I still have a lot of game left. I already have 3 back. I'm way down in the race. We can see the pip count up here. Huh. I really don't know. I think maybe the best long-term plan is make that, and then the worst case scenario is we just get double hit there, which we don't. But even still here, we're okay. And this is why, like, we just still have a bunch of return shots, and now we have an advanced anchor, and this I'm okay with. We'll find out afterwards if that was right. I could certainly see it being wrong, but I'm okay with it. Double fours we're going to kill and cover. And then probably make that point. We're really not worried about his home board. Do we do that? Or do we do that? That actually probably looks a little better. And now we have some good numbers here. Okay. We have good numbers. In on the 4, make the bar. This is fine. This is a totally playable position. Double sixes is not great for his timing. 6-5, I was going to say would be great. Just make a new point. I think that's better than pointing on him on the 1 for sure. Because they can just come in on a 5 and escape pretty easily. We want him behind us, so this seems fine. We're going to get looks at him no matter where he goes. As long as I think this is probably a smart pay now by him. Maybe it's not even, but it wouldn't surprise me if this is the right idea, even though it exposes to a lot of shots. It's really good when you get missed, which he does. And he's up a bunch in the race, although less after this. He's only going to be up 3 pips after this. So I think we just make our 5, and now watch him roll double 2s. And then leave this shot for us. Or like a 4-1 would be good. No, it wouldn't. We need it to be like a... Yeah, there wasn't anything great that I don't think that left us a shot. But hey, we're at least somewhat back in the race. And now I think we just have to... Actually, I think we can play this all right. I think this is okay. Maybe not. A kill and cover's bad. We're doing fine in the race. We don't want to get killed and covered. We just need to roll, just rip off double 6s and feel good about life. Get the crossover, slot the 3-point. Double 3 is a good look by him. 6-5 is not great. We can't run yet, I don't think. Let's see, that leaves a lot of numbers that kill and cover. I think we just do that. We're still doing just fine in this race. And now he's got blots in his home board, so we can afford to crack next turn. He's got a blot in his home board, and that's no good. And now the cube's going to come, probably. Oh, does he have any bad numbers? Double sixes are bad, but that looks like it. 6-5 isn't good for him, but he could still even play it safely. We're down in the race. I think we just drop. Maybe the race was close enough. We're only down 5. But I can live with dropping that. Standard 5-4 and 6-5 open. And now I already don't know what to do. I'm tempted to just run. Can't really duplicate anything, but I can't really do anything better. In on the 3, and the 6 I think just comes out to there. It's least expensive when we get hit, and we have return shots. Least expensive in the race. I think that probably makes it this point rather than making that move. I think you just play 4 and 2 just to look at it. Just makes the 9. That would be my guess. We're gonna roll. We're gonna be even in the race after this, so this looks fine. Just make the very valuable bar point. Move on with life. Roll a 4. There she is. 4, and I mean, I really don't see a better 5 other than this seems the most playable. We get missed. And now let's find a nice, ooh, 2. We're up in the race, so I think we can just do this. Try to make some new points. It might be play another one in. It might actually be that, but I like trying to make a new point. 6-6 works. And now I don't think he has any cube savers. I think we're just hovering over the double button no matter what. That's certainly not it. We are going to offer the cube. And he was ready for it. He was ready for the drop, it seems. 5-4 after the 6-1 bar. Makes sense. He's going to smack. And that's correct. And we don't hit back, but we do make our 5 point. And just play down. I don't think we want to play. The only other consideration is that, and I think we're fine. Just get another builder going and get hit. Oh, no, we don't. I'm sorry, it's blocked. Because we made our 5 point. Interesting. I'm tempted to play in on the 3 and then 4 down. What are we leaving? We leave 8s and 9s with 5-4 blocked. I'm okay with that. And now do we just make the 4? That seems fine. Is there anything obvious I'm missing? I think this is fine. He fans again. Man, he's running out of timing. Huh. We're down 4 in the race. He's not going to drop it if we cube, I would imagine. I don't think we have a ton of market losers. I think we can roll. 6-3 is a good number. And now we're probably going to cube. I'm going to give it a minute to try to sell him on it. Let's just be sure. But yeah, I'm going to cube it. I suspect he passes, yeah. I need to start maybe working that in more. This is a bad. You never like seeing him roll 3-3 right away. I need to start working selling cubes more into my game. I always just cube immediately. 4-2. Can't do anything besides that, I think, still. 6-5 makes the bar. Oh boy. That 6-5 actually just swings around. That's a great number. Is that for sure? Is this for sure? Let's take a look at this. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I just play 5 and bump that ace. Smack it, and now fan? Not quite, we do get hit. Man, he must have been losing earlier today or something. He's playing super aggro. Smack it, yep. And now we could be looking at some cubes. 3-6 hits. I think we need to hit it because he can still. Let's see. Nah, he's not dropping. He has enough of a back game going. Deuce, and then I think 3 down is fine. Makes the 4. Five. How about, let's see. That doesn't look terrible. Versus, whoops. All right, let's see. It's 2-1. The cube has not been turned. He has 16 fans here. At which point we just cube. But he also has, let's see, I guess the ace is duplicated. It's semi-duplicated. Versus, but we have a ton of gammons there. Versus 5-5. No, we gotta go for the. We gotta go for this. There we go. And now we just cube and win. It might even be too good. I don't know. I think that's probably right though. Just so much upside. Yeah. He said, how'd you almost talk yourself out of that? I think that's got to be the right idea. Well, that's the 2. And I think I actually might play. Is 3 down terrible? I really want to make this point. Versus a double hit. Let's go. 2 on the bar is so powerful. It won't shock me if that was wrong, though. If it was 3 down. I think we just make the bar. I think that's got to be the most productive thing. Double 5s. That's happening. 5 down is for sure, and that's. Is it that? Yeah, it's got to be. Just do that. And now is this a double? Yes. A lot of market losers. A lot of vulnerabilities and a lot of market losers, so just send it. Double 1s is good. 4 prime on 2 turns is never a bad start. This is tough to argue with. I think that's probably right. And I think we just cube again. I mean, We're crushing the position. 6, and I think we can just play that 4. I hope not to see the deuce 6, and then we're in great shape here. I think we can just make this point, get going on stuff like that. Now we're looking here. Double 4s is good. And I don't think we kill again. Oh, maybe we do with that blot in there. This probably looks good. This is just Gammon Nation for the win if he doesn't roll a 1 right away. And there we go. I think we just want to bring in builders. There's a deuce. I think we leave the deuce 5. Oh wow, deuce 6 is a good look. I think we can just play it safe. Man. There we go. And now we are feeling good. We had some bad combinations there, but he didn't hit it. And now if we can just close out the gammon, that's basically the 4, and that's the 3. Actually, why don't we just pull the 3? That seems better. Okay, that's the 4, and that's the 3, and now this gets ugly. Or do we just lift? Versus 4, 3. Yeah, I mean, we must just lift. This has so many fewer bad combinations. 3 and 1, just pulls. 3, 2, I think we just try to clear the 6 point. The gammon is on. 6, 2 is bad. Let's not get hit. We don't get hit. Yeah, looks like Ian's not having a great day. Uh-oh. Yep, can't find. He could save this. He could save this for sure, though. The game may go on. Oh, there it goes. The game will continue. Certainly not over. Crawford game, though. I've certainly lost after being at the Crawford game plenty of times, though. That's got to be right. I think I must come in on the 5. And where's the 2? Why not just play that 2? Why not? That's always a good reason in backgammon. Just play the first blunder that comes to mind. Whoops. I think we want to play that 6. I think this guy's doing okay defending. And this gives us more builders down here. And also we would just get smacked by a 3. And this one at least gives us return shots. Now I think we can come to here. The race is now in our favor. I'm tempted to just play like this and just play it safe. Flexible. It's just my style. It's just everyone's style when they're ahead in the race. That's a good look when you're ahead in the race. And let's just keep it clean here. Take another set of double 5s. Double 1s are good. This is a super critical point. And then I think we can just spread them out. Who cares? We're not going to leave shots too often. I think we can just play up. We would have loved to be able to clear that point right away, but we can clear it now. So let's just keep it safe, and we will very easily win. Let's make sure we're not doing this too quickly. There's no use playing quickly, but that seems fine. Definitely senseless to play too fast, though. You don't get any extra points for playing fast. It's got to be this one, since this one wouldn't, the other one wouldn't clear. Now we need to avoid a bad roll. That's a good avoidance. Deuce 1? Wow. Easy game. Pretty easy game. And now safety is all that matters, so we will definitely be clearing that. And just keeping it safe, kids. Come on in, Ian. Come on in, kid. Water's fine. Come on in, Ian. Oh my god. Come on in. Alright, there we go. Well, that one didn't require a ton of skill, I would say, on our part. But we'll certainly take any wins we can get. See if he saves it. Oh, he certainly does. Not that it made a difference, but alright. Let's pause and find out how we played. Alright, we played a 7-6, certainly right around our range, so that's fine. Ian definitely played below his normal, as in worse than he normally does, but it seemed like it had not been his day to date, so understandable. The 6-4 right away, I guess running was not correct, or not even close. You just make the 2-point, or play the standard response. I almost never run as my opening reply in the first game of a match. I would definitely, I think it's certainly valuable to memorize all the spots where running is the right, using both numbers to run out from the back is the right idea as the opening reply, because I think it is pretty uncommon. I think it's a pretty short list to memorize. 6-3, I really wasn't sure about this. I'm surprised this wasn't too terrible. And here's one where you do just come right out. You pay now, because then when they don't roll a 3 or a 4, or I guess a 2-1 or that's it. 2-2. No, 2-2 is blocked. So yeah, only a 3 or a 4 or a 2-1. So 22 numbers, which is admittedly a lot, but the other times the 14 that they miss is just such a gin scenario for you. And similarly, I guess, yeah, coming out and just using your 6 there, because it's these other 6s are just, I guess the larger point, using your 6 elsewhere is just so much more expensive when you get hit, getting another guy sent back. So that's probably the main consideration for why that's pretty wrong. And here we go with double 5s. I guess I should have just turned it into essentially a total race versus not doing that. Because as we will go on to see, and this was a huge, huge take, I was just close enough in the race. Yeah, I mean, there's no sense plus-plussing it. I still have, granted, only 26% equity, but that's still, my take point is apparently pretty low. So, still a huge take, only down 5 with that much race left. And a pretty well-distributed board where he's potentially going to have some misses. So, huge, huge, huge error there by me. That probably stood out to a lot of people who are watching this video. But so just to go back to the double 5s, the reason that I dropped it is because my position looked so terrible. But yeah, I mean, if I had just swung these around and he'd offered me the cube, these from the back, and he'd offered me the cube when I was only down 5, it's a no-brainer take. And that's just essentially no different than this scenario. So I should have just made it easier on myself, I guess. 3-6, this was the wrong 6. It's just come down, and I'm just not good enough at these. I actually picked the very worst 6, so well done, Stoney. By a long shot. I guess it's just risk-reward. 3s are duplicated. 3-1 is duplicated, making this. I'm sure some 3s are duplicated down here in this area as well. And I really just need to get some kind of offensive situation going. I already have 2 back. He has no home board. It's not a big deal if I get hit. So definitely plenty of reasons for that. But all of this was better than my move, which is just basically passing on my 6. I'm just going to get smacked there. I justified it as being the least expensive in the race and the one with the most return shots. But you certainly have plenty of return shots here, which I didn't consider if you just play that 6 down. So moving on. It's certainly a hit. That's how you hit it. Well, I guess I should have not really overlooked that because I knew the 4 was going to be 13 to 9 to hit, and then the question was the 5. And so the way to think about it is I just picked the wrong 5. And there were two better. 2 down was actually better too. Wow. Than my move of that. I guess I thought I was just slotting the most valuable long-term point. I had to leave a shot anyway. But I guess at this point I'm starting to look more at potentially clearing and coming around. Maybe no, I'm not. I'm up 4 in the race after this turn, but that's not too helpful. And this isn't a huge deal, but it's certainly good to get it right. And I guess when he has this blot in this home board, getting this guy around is pretty valuable. You're a lot more free to do that when he has this guy there, and when you do that, it's just tremendous. So go for it. And then let's take a look at this cube, and it was very slightly, no sense plussing it when it's this close. Very slightly too good, but definitely not a big deal at all to be cubing there. We will continue double 3s. Oh, and it was just come up with this last 3. Maybe I just run the risk. I don't want a third blot out there, potentially. And there's probably some longer term, like, offensive value in having 2 guys up here looking out on these points. So if I do get hit, I can make an advanced anchor a lot easier. I always like having a guy in situations like this back here, keeping him honest. But this is maybe not the best position for that when he's already got a prime that's going to be pretty easy to land on. I missed a cube here, which I think I talked about maybe missing. And then this actually was too good to double. And I did it anyway. I guess it probably, when I have this direct look, the gammons just go up a crazy number. Yeah, 28% gammon versus previously, oh wow, okay, still 24.7% gammon even without that look. So that's definitely pretty exciting stuff. We will move on. Game 4. We have this issue. 2 and 3 down. Is it a hit? Yes, it is. When he's got all these blots out there, and we have so many builders down here, and we can potentially still keep a market for a cube, I would imagine. This is just, he's so blotty. Even if we get hit, it's fine. And our gammons probably go up a lot. Let's take a look. 58-22. We probably win more games. So we lose slightly more. We win a quarter of a percentage more games the way I played it, but our gammons go up from 16.6 to 22.2 by hitting. So it's certainly worth it. It's purely because the win percentage is essentially the same, but the gammons are so much higher. And then this was once again too good to double. So really let Ian off the hook. I guess I just wanted to make it hurt even more. 3-2, it wasn't and I flagged this up. I said I feel like it could easily be 3 down. It indeed was. And also actually splitting was even better than double killing. And that's something that took me many games of backgammon to learn, that double killing early on, especially on the ace point, when you have no builders other than one of the ones on the 5, which then strips your 6 point, that's just not too valuable. They're going to be able to make an advanced anchor almost every time, and then you're going to be just chilling on your 1 point for the rest of the game. So double 5s. I blundered this beyond belief. I didn't even consider, I don't think, playing that. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. Let's see. I guess my move wasn't too far off from that. It was just I hit rather than playing yet another one down from the mid. And then that also would have been fine, hitting and playing both. So I just played an atrocious move. You just can keep it safe versus I left plenty of shots. So that's probably wrong. And then I doubled here, and it was in fact a Mega, 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 mega take. And this is, I'm sure, what killed his player rating, performance rating. I don't even know what it officially stands for. Just because there are so many chances where he's going to still have this guy to shoot at after this turn, if not more. And sure, there are plenty of times where he's going to have 2 on the bar and be looking at a 4-point board, but far more than that, he's still going to be looking at, or maybe not far more than that, but plenty of times he's going to be looking at still getting another shot. I still have 3 back. There's still plenty of game left to be played here, especially 4 away, 6 away, I would imagine is fine. Like, look at this. Yeah, 38%. He still has 12.3% gammon. It looks ugly, but this is a huge, huge, huge take. I don't know if I commented on that. I may have even said, like, it's a no-brainer pass, but in looking at it closer, there's still plenty of life here. So, moving on. This was too good to double again. Wow, barely. Barely too good to double. And then he ended up taking a cube that was too good to even be cubing. He's only 18% here with virtually no gammon chances. He's just so trapped behind this prime. There's just no getting out here. Unless he rolls like exactly double 1s to then get a look at this 6. Like even if he rolls double 2s and bumps up, I'm already there. This is just bad news all around. So we continue to this 3-1. Oh, I guess I can just leave all the shots I want, apparently. I mean, this is just out of my range. Like, this is the final position that... Oh, because it would put one on... He still has one on the bar. Excuse me. I thought it was leaving a double shot. I didn't see the one on the bar. Of course, you just want unique builders on as many direct-looking points. You don't mind him rolling the 2-5 or the 2-6. I said I'm fine with leaving him the 2-5. I should have left both to get another direct look at that. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. And this was horribly wrong. It was just leave all that ugliness. I thought there would be way more. Let's take a look at dice distribution on second roll. So we have some ugliness. We have 3 pretty bad numbers, 6-5, 6-4, 5-5, versus this play, dice distribution second roll. We only have 2 numbers, but just long term, it's harder to clear. So I was only looking at the immediate situation, but longer term, this is the easier thing to clear when you don't leave a gap on this 4-point. 3-2. I played 6. Whoops, I should turn the arrows back on. 3-2. What did I play? Oh, I played. Okay, again, I was just trying to minimize immediate bad numbers. I was trying to clear the 6-point first, I guess. But let's take a look just quickly. 90 with a 15 versus 90 with an... Okay, so it's just the gammons go way up by pulling even just this one checker makes a tremendous difference for the gammons is what it comes down to. And then we did not get there. So we go on to the Crawford game. And it looks like that was actually clean. All right. Good stuff. I would definitely love it if I could get a lot more of this down that makes so much sense afterwards when I can see the right answer and be able to find it over the board in real time. But that's why we do this, and that's why we keep practicing and talking it through. So a big thank you, I guess, to anyone who made it this far. And I suppose that's it. And hopefully I'll be back very soon playing more, and I will talk to you then.